The Vatican has convicted a former Holy See diplomat for possessing and distributing child pornography. On Saturday, the president of the Vatican court sentenced Monsignor Carlo Capella to 5 years in prison and fined him €5,000. This trial is the first of its kind in the Vatican. For more on this, we go to Vatican correspondent Juliet Linley, who joins us from Rome. Juliet, tell us what you know about this case.
Wyatt, the U.S. State Department notified the Vatican in August of last year of a possible, quote, violation of laws relating to child pornography images by one of its diplomats in Washington. Now, the Vatican then recalled Monsignor Capella from the Vatican embassy, but soon after, Canadian police issued an arrest warrant for him, accusing Capella of possessing and distributing child porn in 2016 from a church in Canada. Now, it's not clear if the Canadians are going to pursue their case against Capella. As we know, Wyatt, the Vatican doesn't allow the extradition of its citizens.
Okay, so then how did Monsignor Capella plead?
Capella pleaded guilty in the courtroom on Saturday, telling the judges he hopes the situation can be considered just a bump in the road, although he said he realizes his actions were vulgar and improper. The former diplomat said he was sorry for the pain he'd caused his family, his diocese, and the Holy See, while his attorney says that he is seeking counseling. Now, it's important to note that prosecutors didn't get the sentence that they wanted. They were actually asking for a stiffer one on account of what they called the large amount of material accessed by Capella, which included up to 55 photos and films on his cell phone, which he viewed even after he was recalled by the Vatican. Now, the former diplomat will be tried under church law now, a process that could result in his being dismissed from clerical state, often referred to, Wyatt, as being defrocked.
Well, as you know, Juliet, the Pope and the Vatican are under fire for their handling of sex abuse cases in recent years. What does this trial tell us about their commitment to fighting these types of crimes?
Well, it's historic in that this is the first known enforcement of a 2013 Vatican law that specifically criminalized possession and distribution of child pornography, punishing it with up to 5 years in prison and a $50,000 fine. Now, the Capella case is similar to another in 2013 that involved the Vatican's then ambassador to the Dominican Republic. He was accused of sexually abusing local boys in the Caribbean. Archbishop Joseph Veselovsky was defrocked by a church court, but Wyatt, he died before the Vatican's criminal trial got underway. So between Pope Francis's recent actions to solve the abuse crisis in Chile and the Capella trial, the Vatican is clearly sending out the message that it's taking these issues very, very seriously, Wyatt.
Yes, and of course it's interesting to hear more details about this trial in particular and what the Vatican is doing about these issues in general. Juliet Linley, EWTN News Nightly Vatican correspondent. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Wyatt.